The game will now commence.
Well, hello. I'm the Frosty Critic and welcome back to another video. Today we will review Alice in Borderland. This show is on another level. It's like a crossover of Hunger Games and Alice in Wonderland. Heck, this show gives Hunger Games a run for its money. I watched the first episode out of curiosity and binge watched it all in a day. The games are vicious, but I was excited to see what the next game would be. I'm amazed that people think this stuff up to work psychology into it, like that team game in the tunnel. They all could have been saved had they have been more observant and stuck together. The one time Arisu's attention to detail failed him. I have an insane theory about who the game master is. We will get into that later, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video. For more content like this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and give this a thumbs up if you enjoy. Alice in Borderland is a world where most of the population has mysteriously vanished. The remaining citizens are players who must compete in these games to survive. If you don't obey the rules, well, you get shot in the head by laser beam. Arisu is a guy who plays games all day since the death of his mother. He finds peace in video games where he lives in a fantasy world rather than the real one. What he doesn't know is he'll get what he wished for when one day he and his only two friends, Karroubi and Shota, he still has two, I don't even have one, finds almost everyone in Tokyo has disappeared. How did this even happen and who's controlling it? Is there a way to stop these games? These are the greatest questions of Alice in Borderland. These characters will have to compete in games. These games aren't the games you and I play. They have to do things like solve a puzzle before the water rises and electrocutes them, or choosing between two doors, one which leads to certain death before the room bursts into flame. Completing a game gives the player two things: a playing card and extra days to their visa. Visa for staying alive.
Are you serious?
This is too extreme. Each player has one of these visas which dictate how many days they have left to live. By competing, you get more days. It's a game's way of making sure everyone is always playing. Hit the thumbs up button if you, like me, would die as soon as the first game starts. I wouldn't be able to survive this at all. Each game is designated a card type. For example, spades are physical challenges, hearts is a game of betrayal, diamonds is a battle of wits. By collecting all 52 cards, one may be able to escape the game, but no one has successfully collected all of them. Borderland has characters based off Wonderland. Arisu is Alice, Osagi is the White Rabbit, Shishiya is the Cheshire Cat, the Hatter is the Mad Hatter. The final episode begins with a recording of two women. Very day everyone vanished. Ashai talks about how she and Momoka were approached by someone offering them a job working for the game master. This job came with extra benefits like extra days added to their visa. In exchange, they would help set up the games and sometimes play them just to mess with the contestants. The guilt of being part of other people's murder eventually got to her. She kills herself in the second last episode, which starts as a more horrible game of ends yet. This game is a 10 of heart game called Witch Hunt. According to the game master, the 58 players in this game must work together to solve who killed Momoka and throw the killer in the fire of judgment. But the twist here is no one killed Momoka. She killed herself, so she is the witch. In episode 5, Arisu is at a beach resort run by the Hatter, where players work together to collect cards. Each person is given a wristband stating their place in line and when they will be the next person to go. But this whole scam is built on a lie. No one that they know has actually been able to leave the game. This is just a lie came up by the Hatter that you can leave the game by getting a few cards. The Hatter's best friend, Agani, has seen how the Hatter's original plan of making the beach resort a place of hope has deteriorated into madness. Arisu even finds a dumpster full of dead bodies of those considered traitors. It's because of this Agani murders the Hatter and takes control of the beach. As the head of the military corps, Agani staged a coup in the witch hunt. He ordered his men to kill everyone, not because he wants to win the game, but he feels they are the ones responsible for making his friends go crazy. Agani is in emotional pain. He even tells everyone that he is the witch in order to be killed, but another player was able to determine that the fingerprints on Momoka's knife was reversed, meaning she killed herself. But Agani still sacrifices himself to take down Niragi, who is the evilest character on the show. Niragi is the way he is because he was brutally picked on in school. Momoka's body is put into the fire and the remaining players win the game and watch as the beach burns. Some of Agani's men try to kill themselves after they killed a lot of people. Shishiya, aka the Cheshire Cat, who is now obsessed with collecting the cards, is able to get the final 10 of hearts. Arisu uses Ashari's phone and sees the recordings which shows the control room of the game. These people place bets on the game. It seems like this is a betting game for the rich too. In episode 2, Shoboki said she heard of an IT company from Europe who was able to make VR space and create a world identical to the real one. The theory here is that the players' bodies are in the real world while they compete virtually for others to watch. To confirm this, in episode 1, Arisu's brother asks him why he didn't show up to the interview his brother got for him. What if Arisu did go for the interview and this is what he signed up for? His other two friends also don't have any jobs. Karroubi gets fired from his, and Shota is poor, having given his money to his mom. They all have motive to sign up for one of these VR testing groups, and obviously the game master would have wiped out a part of the memory so they wouldn't remember how they got into the game. I really got emotional when Karroubi and Shota died. They were great friends to Arisu. I would have loved to see the backstory of how they met and became friends. Shobuki also says time works differently in this place. What may be weeks in the game could be hours in the real world. Arisu and Usagi use the video to find the game room, but everyone has been killed or burned by the lasers. These people weren't the game master but were just pawns. Jishiya and Kyuna also show up here. They are interrupted by a broadcast by Mira, who is part of the executive community, who reveals herself to be the bad guy. She might be the queen of the hearts in this story. The face cards are brought out and you can see just how many new games there will be in season 2. I have another theory that Arisu is the game master or is related to the game master. I only have two reasons why that could be. One, how easily he grasps how the game master works to the point that he knew who the witch was. He even said that if he was the game master he would do it the same way. Two, the tagger girls who were recording the videos were always giving Arisu suspicious looks and avoiding him without any context. What do they know that we don't? The girl at the end that shows up on the screen as a big reveal was just another tagger. Then again, unless Arisu is a heartless psychopath, there is no way he would allow his friends to die. I would love to hear your thoughts and theories for season 2, so comment down below, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy. Thanks for watching everyone.